We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Toss left side for Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. 25 yards that time. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down the 8. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
4-yard gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Harvey. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw from his end zone. Diggs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
And his throw here is incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun, it's May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Andy Borregales on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Nix to the air. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. first catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
To throw is Nix. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On play action, here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's brought down right out the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more with Harvey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Right off the
weekend, show that he's right.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing here is May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Down the right sideline. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
First and
for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. On the give, it's Vidal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for 1 more play. Now May on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Good move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nix. And he's going to have to hook up with Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
To throw, here's Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, 56 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Looking to throw, May. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing Nix. It's a Patriots sack. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. At the 44-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Nix on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5. Captain. Nix from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. 17. Patriots 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's May. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Drew Sanders. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. Diggs. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats at the line ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They go play action now. May. They'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
To the air, May. Short pass caught by Henry. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now May on the sneak. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Patriots' 47-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Throwing right, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw with May. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as we get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
42-yard line.
Nix to the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drop, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Take over 1st
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Harvey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Patriots 17. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. to him with a first down as they begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a... And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing here is May. He's got the hook up with Diggs. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage out of it.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot
The
there.
Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Denver, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you.